Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. This is my leg workout from August 12th, and these first three exercises are the same as I did last time, but I'm getting more reps now. So I am a retired IFBB pro bodybuilder and a certified fitness trainer. And this is my journey of getting back in shape and getting stronger. I'm going to be 57 next month. My main goal is to just get stronger, get my legs stronger, my shoulders and arms stronger, everything stronger, because it really disappears fast if you don't do anything. So my plan is eating more protein and just being more consistent with my workouts. And instead of putting like a time frame of just a few months or a year, I'm going to strive for my 60th birthday and see where I can be at that time. So that kind of takes a little bit of pressure off. Instead of thinking I have to do it by a certain time frame within a few months or a year, I'm just going to keep going and do what I can and see where I am at the age of 60. So that's like even like hard to imagine that it's like, wow, I'm going to be 60 in 3 years. I train a lot of older clients. Most of my clients are in their 60s, 70s, 80s, and I have two in their 90s. And I do have about 3 or so younger than that, but a lot of my clients are older. And I really see how important it is to do this as you get older, because leg strength is one thing that goes really fast. So if you're on this journey too and wanting to get stronger and you're over 50 or over 40, over 60, it doesn't matter. Just start and start where you are. And one of the main things is don't compare yourself to anybody else, and don't compare yourself to your younger version of yourself. I've seen that in some of my clients and also myself, and it can hold you back when you compare yourself to what you used to be able to do. You can't go there. You have to let that go and be who you are today and where you are today and just start. I think sometimes when you compare yourself to your younger version and you can't do the things you used to, it makes you depressed. You get sad and depressed and kind of get the attitude of what's the point, and you beat yourself up and you feel bad about yourself because you can't do what you used to do. And you have to leave that behind you and just be who you are today and do what you can. You know, for me right here doing lunges, these were hard. They're getting a little bit easier, but I used to be able to go down a lot deeper using weights, and now just going where I am now and touching the floor with my knee without any weights. It was hard when I first started back, and actually on the next workout, I've already filmed the next workout, I did use some weights and I got so sore. But at least I was able to use weights on the next one. So it's just about progression and doing what you can, and then just trying to get a little bit better each time. And I got sore from this workout. I got sore on the workout before this. I got sore on the workout after this. And soreness is okay. And when I say soreness is okay, I'm talking about muscle soreness. You don't want to push through any pain that's a bad pain. So if your muscles are getting tired, it's okay to push a little bit past that, but go at your own pace. You don't want to do too much too soon. If you're just starting out on your journey after time off, or starting on your journey for the first time, you always want to take it a little bit easier. Then you can always do more the next time or the time after that. And watch this right here coming up. This is one thing you have to watch out for with this camera, because if somebody walks in front of you, the camera will either follow them or it goes up towards the ceiling, and then you have to get it back on you. And don't forget to get your stretching in. So next up is step ups, and I did 20 reps. I only got one set of these in before my client came, so I had extra time in between clients, and this is what I got done. And then I did more after my client. I think another pitfall is focusing on the way that you look, too. You can't do that, especially when you're first starting. You just have to be consistent and just do it, and your body will change over time. It doesn't happen overnight. And I've seen people get discouraged because their body's not changing, or at least they're not seeing the changes or the changes that they want as fast as they want. And if you just focus on getting to the gym and being consistent with your workouts and being a little bit better with your diet over time, you're going to start to see changes. Your body's going to change. It's going to get leaner. It's going to get tighter. I think that's one of the first things you'll notice is it just starts to get tighter, and you feel stronger. You feel your strength too. And the strength you're going to notice more right away. And the other stuff, the tightness and getting leaner, will come over time. I did 3 sets of these. I think I progressed on each set, and I lean forward on these and hinge into my hips. On the lean forward kind like this, you want to make sure you don't just lean forward. You want to push into your hips and keep your back flat and arched up a little bit, and it really puts it in your hips. I think this is probably one of my favorite exercises now. I never used to do these when I competed back in the 80s and 90s, but I really like these now. They make my hips feel good. Is there anybody else out there that likes to do these? And if you are still watching by this time, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and also comment below, what is your favorite kind of video? Do you like this kind of video where I'm talking in the background? Or do you like the videos with music in the background, or maybe even a combination of voiceover and music? Comment below and let me know what you guys like. And for these adductors, this was the first time I had done them in a while, and I got so sore. My inner thighs were so sore for probably about 3 days or so. So if you haven't done these in a while, it's best to maybe just do 1 or 2 sets and keep your reps down a little bit and your weight down a little bit and ease back into them, because inner thigh soreness is really uncomfortable. Not that other soreness isn't uncomfortable too, but I just hadn't had my inner thighs that sore in a long time. And I only did 2 sets, but I think I did probably about 20 reps or so on each set, and I probably should have done a little bit less. And plus too, when I was pushing in, I always make sure to touch together in the center and just really squeeze my inner thighs, and it just made me really sore, which I'm not complaining at all. I really like getting sore. I like the feeling of being sore. It makes me feel like I did something, and my muscles just feel like they're just harder and tighter. And another thing with this exercise too, make sure you control the weight on the way out so it doesn't pull your inner thighs. And also, before you start, you want to engage your core and your glute muscles. Tighten those before you go to push the weight in, and it makes it easier to squeeze with your inner thigh. And this is my standing inner thigh stretch. So you keep your toe up and then lean forward, and you get a really good stretch in your inner thigh. And then next up are leg presses here. And I did single leg presses, but I kept one toe on just to spot myself a little bit, because I'm still not strong enough to do one leg all by itself. So I need just a little spotter with the other leg. And these work really, really well. My glutes get sore every time I do these. And here I'm getting to where I can kind of lift my foot a little bit, but it's kind of more at the top, which is okay because that's progression, right? It's not perfection, it's progression. And I am getting stronger each time I work out, so that's the goal, is to get stronger and do my best every time. For me, it's about making it a lifestyle again. You know, when I first started working out, my last year of high school in 1985, and then I got out of high school and joined a gym, And I did it because I loved it, and it was my lifestyle. I just loved the challenge of working out. I couldn't wait to get to the gym every day. And then I started competing, and it was fun for a little bit, but then it became a job, which it kind of was my job because that's what I did, and I trained people. And before I go on, let's talk about these right here. These, I go on my tiptoes and use a really light weight, but I focus on my VMO muscles. This is actually a move that when I go in one of my coops for my chickens, I have to squat down and I don't have a lot of room, so I have to kind of go on my toes, and I push myself up this way with my VMO muscles, and I just like to do those every once in a while. So I put my feet low on the platform and then go up on my toes. So it's almost like a heels elevated squat where you keep your body upright instead of hinging into your glutes. And now here I'm doing some calves. And this on the leg press here was kind of a hodgepodge of stuff here. I was kind of doing presses and then calves, and was just sporadic with what I was doing on here. But let me get back to what I was talking about. So I guess you could say this journey this time is about finding my passion for lifting weights again. Not getting ready for a contest to make me work out or to eat right, but to find my passion again like I had in the beginning when I first started. Don't get me wrong, I had a passion for competing and really got into trying to get my pro card and loved the challenge of that. But then once I decided to stop competing, the passion to keep working out after a while kind of went away. But my life changed too. Back then I just had lifting weights and training people. Now my life is so different. I have so many more things that I do in my life, and I tend to put myself on the back burner. And I see a lot of women that do that. They put themselves on the back burner and put everybody else first. And I got in the habit of that too, just putting myself last because there's always other things you can do that you need to do. And now it's about finding the passion to do it for me because it makes me feel good, not because I'm getting ready for a contest. I'm learning to do it for me again and find a lot of joy and satisfaction in that. Anyways, now I think I'm starting to ramble. Enough about that. If you want to hear more about that kind of stuff, let me know and I will keep talking, but let's get to some music for right now. And the goal of these propped up leg curls is to keep your hips down and use only your hamstrings. Do not let your hips lift off the pad, and it's a lot harder than it seems.